In today's crazy low inventory market, we know there's going to be multiple offers. And while there's a lot of great content for buyers, what about sellers? How can you know as a seller if you're going to get absolute top dollar and not leaving money on the table? I'm going to share with you my top tips, and we're getting after it right now. What's up, everybody? I'm Ladina Strand. I'm your favorite Kitsap County, Washington realtor. If this is your first time on my channel and you want to know everything about Kitsap County, well, I do tons and tons of videos, everything you need to know. So make sure you tap that subscribe button and you click that little bell so you're notified every time I do a new video. I get lots and lots of phone calls, emails, texts every single day of people looking to relocate here or sell here, and I absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about moving, relocating, or selling, make sure you reach out to me. You can give me a call, you can shoot me a text, you can send me an email, you can even send a Seahawk. However you want to get a hold of me, I definitely have your back when moving or selling in Western Washington. I'm here to give you my 7 simple steps to make sure that you as a seller come out on top with multiple offers. And if you're selling a house or multifamily and you want to make sure you get absolute top dollar, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Now, as a listing agent, we're getting multiple offers right now. In fact, over 80% of all listings are getting multiple offers in my local market. So you need these steps and systems to make sure that you end up on top. So step 1, what is it you want as a seller? Well, of course, the obvious answer is you want the most amount of money, but there's other things that may be important too. If you have to buy another property, whether you're selling a house and moving into a new home or doing a 1031 exchange. Another very important thing and the best offer for you would be additional time. You need to make sure that the escrows match up and that you have time to make that move and make that acquisition. So make your list. What's important to you as a seller? Is it top dollar? Is it getting additional time? Is it closing at the quickest time? Some people would take a little bit less money if they could close faster and have fewer headaches. So figure out what it is that would be your highest and best offer. So step number 2 is to have the best agent possible in your corner fighting for you. So you need somebody who has the experience in dealing with multiple offers and has the systems. You need somebody who's honest and open communication with other agents. You know, they have to go ahead and give status updates and let agents know when things are at in the process and where things will be, and the timeline of how to submit offers and when they'll get responses. You need somebody who's honest and open about that. So now that you've hired the perfect professional, now it's time to position the property, and the agent's going to help you do that. You want to let's get you to the point where all those offers start to roll in. So it's going to be all about pricing, it's going to be about prepping the property, it's going to be about positioning it in front of the most buyers. You're going to want to do professional photographs, video, social media. It's going to be the full marketing blitz to get that property in front of as many buyers as possible so they can start competing and all those offers start to roll in. So step 4, those offers are rolling in, and what do you need to do now? You need to slow down. We got to drag out the negotiation in order to make sure we get absolute top dollar for your home. Now, what if a buyer wants an immediate response? Here's our highest and best. You give us a yes or a moving on. Well, the truth is, let them move on. If they're going to disappear on you over that, then it may end up disappearing over something else. A quick answer, a quick yes only benefits the buyer. As a seller, you need to drag this out. Now you don't need to play games. Give a realistic timeline. The agent will explain to the other agents, this is when we're going to do counteroffers, this is when we need the responses back, and this is when the seller is going to make a decision. We're not going to play games, but we're going to slow this process down because that's what benefits the seller. So as the offers are being summarized and the list is growing, we have absolutely no idea which of these buyers will ultimately be the end buyer. We're just essentially collecting offers and getting ready for the next phase of counteroffers. So step number 5, it's time to look at all those offers, and a good agent will then call all those buyers' agents and negotiate with them to see which ones are willing to come up on price. The seller can ask for the sun, moon, and stars. The more offers there are, the more they can ask for. So let's tighten up how long it takes to close. Let's tighten up contingency periods, so how long they have to do things like inspections, appraisals, contingencies, how long they have to get their loan contingency removed. All those things we can counter and negotiate with the buyers to see who is willing to agree to that and move forward with purchasing the home. If you have enough offers, you can get rid of their appraisal contingency. At this point in time, the seller is in the driver's seat. This is also where if you need additional time to find a 1031 exchange property or to find another home to move in, you can ask for additional time or negotiate some extensions into the contract. Now, we don't want to be unrealistic. We don't want to ask for a 6-month free rent back or something crazy like that. We don't need to take advantage of buyers, but we can ask really as much as we want within reason and get that playing field leveled. Now, once we've done this, it becomes all about the numbers now. So there's two strategies to go with. You could ask for a specific number, or you could ask for highest and best. Now, this is a strategy when you have 3, 4, or more offers. This is a strategy I like to use because it lets the buyer's imagination roam. And you'll usually end up with a higher number than if you just put on there and let the buyer come up and say, hey, yeah, I'll take that. So we counter for highest and best. The other thing that will be specified on the counter offer is the deadline for response. Now, in Washington State, the counter offer form defaults to 2 days. So this gives the buyer time to decide on whether they want to move forward or not. That way they can go ahead and make a decision, something that they'll live with. We don't want too quick a decision they regret. And they'll have the time to make a decision and get that answer back to you. And the added benefit, like I said, we want to slow this down. Now, additional offers may come in while we're waiting for the counteroffer response. So what should the agent be doing? Well, as a seller, you may be interested in a backup offer. What I do is I like to share with those agents who are interested in submitting, I tell them the terms of the offer. Then those buyers can come in with a competitive offer. I'll be as transparent as my seller wants me to be. What you can't do as a listing agent, obviously, is do anything that's going to reduce what your client nets, but we can use this to push that number up. We don't have to reveal the exact number. We can give a ballpark such as, that we get the imagination going and we continue to push that number up. Now, step number 6, we're getting closer. It's time for final negotiation. So the counter offers come back. We've probably gotten a few new offers as well because we've stretched this out. But now as a seller, you will see the buyer that's risen to the top. And again, you didn't know going in which one it would be, but now it should be obvious. And it's at this point in time as a seller, you can accept the offer and head into escrow now that it's under contract. And the last step, you thought it was done. You said, hey, what the heck? You accepted an offer, we're under contract now. But step 7 is for your agent, is to let all the other agents know. I prefer, rather than a text or just an email saying, hey, you didn't get it, I actually make a phone call to all the agents just to give them, the courtesy to let them know that their buyer did not get their offer accepted. But, and this is the big but, we want to keep those buyers close. So we let the agents know that in the event that the buyer under contract does not perform, then we're going to let them know as soon as possible. And we're going to, keep a tight leash on that agent and buyer that's under contract right now because we have a long line of buyers behind them. And we're going to use that as leverage so that when it comes time, if the buyer tries to renegotiate anything, we can say, hey, we gave you this shot. You're the one that went under contract. We've got plenty of people behind you if you don't want to move forward. Now, of course, this isn't argumentative or confrontational, but this is the leverage that the seller has when there's multiple offers. So you get the highest dollar amount going in and you're able to use this as leverage while you're under contract to make sure you come out the other side and you close and receive the highest dollar amount possible. So there's your 7 simple steps. It's quite a bit of work, but this is it. And at the end of the day, this will net you as a seller the most possible money in a market like this. If you're in Western Washington, I can help you get top dollar. Reach out to me. If you're beyond Western Washington, I'll help you find an agent who can run through these 7 steps and make sure you get the most money. So reach out if you're interested in helping find a great agent. And if you do decide this is a great time for you to sell, you need an expert in your corner. As you can see, I have the process dialed in. I can make the transition as smooth as possible. But in order for me to do that, you gotta give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. I've got your back when selling in Western Washington. And until that next video, I'll catch you later.